have Nollywood actress and influencer Macaulay, who has shared a cryptic message on Instagram that many believe reflects her marital journey and recent separation from the music icon Innocent Idibia, popularly known as Tubaba. On Monday, Annie posted a text image that read, "I hope my daughter doesn't accept things I have accepted, that she knows her worth from the start, and that no matter what, she always has me in her corner." The post quickly drew numerous attentions, with fans interpreting it as an indirect reflection on the struggle she endured in her marriage. The actress publicly confirmed her separation from Tubaba in May 2025 during the 17th Hades Award in Atlanta, while co-presenting an award alongside Farouk Orugba, I beg your pardon. Annie initially introduced herself as Annie Idi, before quickly correcting to Annie Macaulay. She followed with a playful shout of, "Hey single ladies," a moment that drew loud applause and was widely seen as her first public acknowledgement of the split. Her ex-husband had earlier announced the end of their marriage journey in 2025, bringing to a close what many fans once considered one of Nigeria's most iconic celebrity love story. The couple, who tied the knot in a lavish ceremony in 2013, had been together for over a decade and shared 2 daughters. Their relationship, however, was not without turbulence. For years, tabloids chronicled Tubaba's lies with Peru Adeni and Sombo Adeoye, both of who bore him children. At the height of the controversies, Annie was often in the public eyes as she tried to defend their relationship, even as Tubaba's growing family, 6 children with 3 women, made him the subject of jokes, gossips, and speculation in entertainment circle. Annie's new Instagram message, however, shifts the narrative towards her children and personal growth. To many observers, it represents both a veiled commentary on her past and a determination to instill strength and self-respect in her daughters. Now, quickly, I would like to get your take on this. Really, you are a guy, and that's why I want to get your take. Somebody's wondering, okay, why is he having a guy instead of a girl talk about this? But I want to get your perspective to this particular story and endurance in relationship, and how she wants to instill this. I hope she gets it right and doesn't make the daughter, doesn't scare the daughter away from men totally. I hope that that's not what we are seeing in this case now. But I'd like to get your take, Mubarak, on this.
Well, if you would, you said what?
But I would like to get your perspective to this, your take.
Okay, so first off, there is one thing that my mentor usually tells me in respect to women. He would say something like, for something that you would not be convenient with, always stop it from the beginning. Anything you know you would not take at the long run of the relationship, cut it off from the beginning. I'm sure the things that she said she accepted in her marriage or in her relationship,
yeah,
she saw them from the beginning. Convenient with holding those things, and that was why she went in with the marriage or the relationship. So it's not like we are to blame her or we are to blame anybody, but the first thing is to avoid that part of the future where you would be regretting something you did. Always try as much as possible is if you're in a relationship with somebody, maybe the opposite gender or something, anything you know you would not accept at the long run, don't bother doing it. That's just the sort of it. Don't bother doing it from the beginning. Because I'm sure, just maybe, if she had not gotten into the marriage with this man, then she would not be saying this thing she's saying to her daughter. That's the same thing. And also to all young people out there, let's try as much as possible to learn from our parents' mistake or our surroundings, the mistake that are made by our surroundings. I'm
Very
sure
important.
most of us, we can actually see how our parents relate with each other. Some of them good, some of them bad, and some of them in the middle. And you can actually tell if you want that kind of life for yourself. So if it's the one that you don't want that kind of life for yourself, you work towards not getting that type of life. And if it's the one that, okay, the life is manageable, the same thing too, you work towards getting it. And if it's the one that the life is good, that's what you want, then you work towards it too. So you should learn from mistakes around you when it has to do with relationship and marriage. The truth is, they know the advice person where they in love. That's just the truth. And person who they use sense fall in love. Because now mumu they fall in love. It's the truth. They know the advice person. That's the truth. You know if you advise person where they in love, that advice where you give him, he no go do one. Why? Because he's in love. But then, either you are a man or you're a woman, you should not maybe hurt yourself for another person. That's just the truth. Irrespective of maybe you just want to get married to this person, you know you love this person, that does not mean that you should hurt yourself for them. So that's just the truth. So my advice is, let's start as much as possible to learn from people's mistakes and stuff that are around us. So that's just what I would say to everybody there.
Now, I want to thank you so much, Mubarak, but I want to narrow it down to young people now in relationships. Yes, I recently saw something that was crazy. This girl and this guy were they've been cool. They are having we know that they are in a relationship, yeah, and all of a sudden it gets violent, yeah, and this guy has been violent with her a couple of times. Yes, but she still believes that he is going to change. Now, do you think we make the mistakes of believing people would change and not taking them for who they are and leaving them at that point? Do you think we make that mistake, and that is why we are having the sort of things we are having right now and this kind of scenario and statement right now?
Okay, just like I said some minutes ago, they know the advice person will fall in love. That's it. So good. Just maybe this particular girl or this particular lady that you're talking about, a friend of hers or somebody must have advised her concerning the relationship she's in. But then she would be like, it will change. It will change. I'm not saying you should not believe that people would change. No. Because even me, currently talking now, I might have like a bad attitude that somebody somewhere does not like, and the person is still believing that I am going to change.
Yeah.
But for things that has to do with your health,
your life,
health,
your
emotion, your life, you should not joke with it. This person now that is beating her, maybe one day it will beat her to the point that maybe she will die, or even the point that it will render her disabled. Either ways, the guy will always move on with his life, even if they sentence him to prison. So far, it's not life imprisonment. He would come out and he will surely continue his life. You that he has rendered disabled, your life is over there. Or you that he has killed, your life is over there. So the truth is, yes, you can be in a relationship, because we've seen where relationship has changed people's lives. So we should not come to and tell people that they should not get in a relationship with somebody or they should not fall in love with someone. No, that's not what we're preaching here. But we're trying to tell people here that there are some levels to things that you should take in any relationship.
Yes, yeah.
This lady now that the guy is beating her, those are not things you should take. I mean, okay, maybe you can give him 1 or 2 tries. The first time you forgave him and you still believe he's going to get better, and the second time he does it again and you believe he's going to get better. If he's getting to the 3rd, the 4th time, 5th, I think you should draw the line.
It's not becoming a habit.
If that person cannot make the sacrifice of changing, yeah, thank you, yeah. If that person cannot make the sacrifice of changing that particular attitude for you, then what is the essence of being in the relationship with the person? Because the person cannot make sacrifice for you then. So I feel like the advice to you out there is, yes, be in your relationship, keep pushing. The relationship will get you somewhere good. But then, as much as possible to put your health, your life, and things that has to do with you first. Though you should still believe in the person you're with. But then, there are some places that you should do. Like now, imagine I'm in a relationship.
Yeah.
And the lady is beating me. And I come to tell you, won't you say I'm a fool? I mean, yes, maybe I have feelings for her. But then, she does it the first time, does it the second time, and even is resulting to something that she's doing in public. No, now I would draw the line there. So there's no way that I will keep being I will stay with somebody that
is abusive,
hurts me or disgrace me in public. No, the guy will beat her up, her face will get swollen. Maybe sometimes she will not want to hang out with her friends. Why? Because she doesn't want them to question her or something.
Well,
she is killing herself for one guy who doesn't even value her. So I think our youth should think about themselves.